Vietnam. Plasma. Another spectacular morning on the island. It is just so beautiful out here. The reason why the clocks out here, they're all set at least 5 minutes behind the mainland clocks, I figured this out, is because you don't want to drive fast down these roads, number one, because there's always something to see. I mean, there's always something going on in nature. It's just beautiful out here. And they figure, hey, you know something, you're on your way to work or you're on your way to a meeting and you see something beautiful, hey, you're not going to drive past really fast. You're going to slow down and look at it. So at least you need a couple minutes, you know, to sort of enjoy nature before you get to where your destination is on the island. And so that's kind of good because I'm always running late, but I always have that extra 5 minutes to spare, which is really cool. It's cool for my personality because that's how I am. That just fits me fine. But unemployment news. GE is going to hire 5,000 vets over a 5-year period. Vets are going to get preference in hiring on a lot of big companies now. Although these companies don't pay any major amount of money or have really good benefits, they have to keep these guys off the streets for a while. There's 80,000 of them supposedly ETSing from the military. And but my question is the people that did not make the military cut, okay? There was 80% of the people that tried to get in to the military did not make it, of the recruits, and mostly was because health problems, and the biggest health problem being obesity. So what about these 80% that couldn't make it into the military? Hell, they wanted to, they're patriotic. They would have killed whoever, you know, hey, kill that guy. Okay, you know, just like a video game. But they couldn't get in. And my guess is a lot of these people that are overweight, they can't control their impulses, so they're even more maniacal if they're put in a situation where they have to, you know, kill people. Or they're put in a situation over there where, I'm going to tell you something, a lot of these guys are coming back junkies because the heroin is so cheap over there and nobody's talking about that. But I see it all the time, man. I talk to these vets and it's just crazy. I didn't know what was going on. It was even going on in Kuwait. The heroin, these guys were coming back junkies. But anyway, unemployment. Well, it's not going to get any better. And let's look at General Motors, who posted a profit. Now, they were completely bailed out by the government. They've been completely operating on stimulus money. Now, you say, well, Ford Motor Company also announced a $20 billion profit. So when I hear these things, I research them. The reason Ford Motor Company announced a $20 billion profit was because the big three have not been paying taxes. Not only the big three, a bunch of other companies, since 2008 when this depression began. They still haven't been paying taxes. But they have some kind of money escrow account they keep a bunch of money in. And so if when they have to pay the taxes or whatever happens, or if there's a time when the economy goes bad again, they have this money back to fall back on. It was put in some kind of account. Well, Ford took out $14 billion of these dollars out of this account. And because they want to pay taxes on it, it's kind of a tax thing anyway. But they didn't earn the money. What they did is they took it out of this account. You know, and Chrysler's got this same account. And General Motors have one of these accounts. And so, you know, they take a little out, they announce a bigger profit, and this is all pre-planned, and it's all stimulus money. That's the thing. It's all stimulus money. You're still at work, still hard at work, and it's beginning to run out. You know, they're promising the state and they're promising the school districts all this money. Let me tell you, man, it's not going to come. I don't see it because they're dependent on all this tax revenue. And I can tell you, in my neighborhood, we have probably, I've counted 65 empty homes. Now, there's nobody paying taxes on those damn homes. So I don't know how the local government is going to hash this out. The federal government and the state government can just make fake notes or sell bonds or this other stuff. I don't think that's going to happen to local economies unless they're ready to privatize water and garbage pickup, which most garbage pickup is already privatized, and other services. And there's not many more services that aren't privatized. You know, that's about it. So let's see what happens, but unemployment's not getting any better. This is just so spectacular out here, I gotta tell you. Look at this. It's beautiful out here. And I'll be doing some fishing. One of the benefits of my job, I can fish a couple hours a day if I like, you know, lunch and some breaks, and after work or before work. I just am too lazy to get out here earlier. Got other things going on. Been doing a lot of research on my particle beam distribution of energy, and what happened is I did a huge research on weapons, particle beam weapons, and especially plasma weapons. I'm going to do a video on it. This light giver thing, I'm telling you, is coming. It's a new source of energy. It's gonna come in like it's gonna solve all the world's problems. This new light source, and unemployment will go down. People are gonna want this. It's gonna be a cheap source of energy, and it's got to be. It's all new, so the whole infrastructure's got to be redone. But it's gonna be worth it because the energy is gonna pay for itself. It's gonna pay for all this infrastructure change, and it's gonna be a wonderful thing coming up here. You won't see any of these power lines anymore. That's the plan anyway. I'm telling you, it's coming. Everybody says false flags, wars. Those things are, let me tell you. Why tell you why I even talk about those things? They've been all throughout history. This is something that's going to happen, and I've been right on every prediction I made so far, and I know I'm going to be right on this one. This energy, this new source of energy is going to be announced, I don't know, soon, maybe later. I was predicting riots 2 years ago, and I thought they would transpire in the summer 2008, 2009, but they didn't. Not until about 2011. But I'm saying this is going to happen. It's probably going to happen soon in the midst of all these wars and all these problems. And but there's going to be an agreement that's got to be compromised in order to have this technology. And this agreement's going to have something to do with this new religious council that I've been talking about. A council that's going to sort of be a mediator between all this religious strife that's going on in the world right now. And this is Duck Out. I'm heading in. Duck Out.